Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I actually did this a little backwards because it's my first time using any sort of technology like YouTube or anything to upload videos. I just wanted to give you a quick intro. My name is Jess and I love makeup and skincare and doing product reviews, and I actually did a makeup tutorial. It's this look right here, and I'm just going to show you how I got to do the makeup look, what products I use, things like that. I just had to record my intro a little bit after, but that's okay. We're all learning here, right? All right, enjoy. Okay guys, so I'm back. I did decide on a Morphe palette I'm going to use for my tutorial today. It's actually called Bronze Goals, and I'm just going to take the little film off of it with all the color names. So it's really pretty. It's got like a lot of like obviously bronze, yellows, things like that, light pinks, like a coppery color. Also, I don't know how this video is going to turn out since I'm literally using my phone, so I may need to invest in a camera. We'll have to figure that out as we go. As far as colors today, I always start with my eyes for my makeup. I just feel like it's really easy to like not cleanse, but like wipe up like any fallout if you know you do have, you know, like a sparkly look or anything like that. So I think starting with your eyes is really key. Like you don't want to put your foundation on and then have your eyeshadow like glitter like just falling out and like ruining all that work you did on your face. So I think today I'm going to do I have to figure this out first. So I think I'm gonna do I usually try to stick with a matte color in my crease. That's been like pretty popular like the last like year or so, I think, within makeup. And I think I am going to use the colors. I really like this color. I've used this brown. It's like a matte, like dark brown. I think I'm gonna use that in the crease. And then I definitely want to use like a lighter shade on my lid. And I also have this color. It's actually from Galactic. I just got it in the mail. It's like a champagne color. So I think I'm gonna find like, so I might use, okay, so I think I'm gonna use this color in the crease, which I will tell you the name of in a minute. And then this color is more of a champagne color. I'm so sorry if you cannot see this. We'll have to figure something out. And then probably this color as the underbrow color. So what I always start with first of all, let me get you those colors name. The crease is Equator. The champagne color is called Glow On. And then the underbrow color is called Glare. And these are all from the Morphe palette called Bronze Goals. So what I use for eye primer is very important, especially if you're doing bright looks or like neon looks. You want to use a really good eye base, and I've definitely learned my lesson with purchasing as far as like cheaper eye bases go, because like I'm always looking to save money if I can. Like I mentioned in my intro video on IGTV, why pay more for something if you can just get as decent of a product that for cheaper? It just doesn't make sense. So I actually invested, and I've seen a lot of like YouTube video bloggers or even like Instagram beauty influencers using this P. Louise. It's really hard to see those too because of my ring light. So it's a P. Louise base. So I ordered 2 different colors on this. I did order it from, they're based out of the UK, and I did order it from their website, and they actually got my order in pretty quick, which is surprising because they're overseas. Compared to some of my stuff I've ordered here in the US. So I am going to grab okay, I have like this crease. I don't know. It's a concealer brush actually. What is it even from? Hui Chen maybe? I don't know how to read that. But it's just like a flat kind of brush with like a rounded tip. And what I do is I put the P. Louise on the back of my hand, just squeeze a little bit out, and I let it warm up for a little bit. Not long, just maybe, I don't know, like 30 seconds or so. And the thing you need to realize about P. Louise, using it as a base, is that this does not set until you put your eyeshadow on. which is good in a sense. So I'll show you how it works. So I'm just gonna pick up, and this is my first time doing my makeup and my phone. So, all right, so I just picked up a little and I'm just gonna put it on my eye here. And I have no idea how long this video is gonna be because, like I said, this is the first time I'm doing something like this. And I know this looks bad right now, but fear not, we will fix it. And also, I do want to let you guys know, you're probably wondering why, like, I usually do my brows if I do them first, but I actually have them microbladed right now. So, I really don't touch them that much anymore, but we can look into doing something like that if you guys want. All right, so I'm just going to apply it to my second eye. All right. And you really want to, like, make sure you're getting, like, your full eye, especially if you, like, we're gonna like smoke something out. Like, I don't know like exactly where my look's going as soon as I start it, so like I just want to make sure, just gonna touch this up, just want to make sure I'm really covering in the eye area. So obviously this doesn't look up close. I don't know if you can even see me. Am I in like the right area of the screen? This is gonna be very candid today because this is my first video. I have no idea what I'm doing, so it doesn't look great. So the nice thing is what we can do is, and honestly, this is the only thing I really use whatever these are, blender sponge things. This is not even the real brand. This is off of Amazon. So what I do is I just take it and I just like tap it. Like, you do not want to drag any of this. Like, you just want to tap it. And look how smooth that is compared to this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this eye. And then since this base does not set, we're gonna fix this right before we do that eye. So this should not crease. So, and I actually have some new brushes to try today. I did order, Scott Barnes had a sale. Of course, everyone's like having sales right now. So I am going to use these eye brushes from Scott Barnes. I like literally did not even open them yet. The brush numbers are 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. It's basically all of his main eye brushes that I've seen other people use on their channels. So we're gonna pause for a second while I just get these unwrapped. Okay, so I unwrapped all of these brushes. The main three I'm gonna be focusing on for this eye look today are gonna be the 61 is probably backwards on the camera and you can't even see it. 62, and then this is the 63 on the bottom. And each of these brushes is a little different. So when you're looking at like brushes like this one on the left here, it's actually like, I'm just gonna put the other two down. It's like a flat brush and it's fanned. So I always look for like a flat brush if I'm going to be blending in my crease. Well, not blending, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm just gonna be working on my crease. So the other one before I got these, the other one I was using constantly is this BH Cosmetics, and it's also like flat. You can just see it's like flat, and it's a nice brush. Like they both, I have high expectations for this. Well, maybe not. I mean, these are not cheap. The one I just showed you from BH Cosmetics is a lot more affordable. So if you're looking for something like that, let me know and I can give you the information on how to get those. They should still be for sale. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go dip into the color Equator, this brown that we talked about before. Now this is important. You're gonna use one side. So you're just gonna tap it on one side. So see how like this color is only on this side. And I'm gonna like just grab a little more on the edges because it's kind of angled. And then I'm just gonna, you know, tap off the excess. So usually when we do this, we want to point just the side. Of course, this is completely blank on here. This side up towards the ceiling. And I apologize once again, this is my first time doing makeup in a phone video. Phone mirror, not mirror, I don't know. Like I said, I'm being very candid with you guys because I am learning as we go. So if this isn't up to par with your normal beauty videos, I'm sorry. So also I do want to make a point that I am holding my brush near the end. I am not holding it up here, because when you hold it up here, you don't have as much control as you do if you hold it down here. Because if you hold it up closer, it's gonna apply more pressure, and then your brush is just gonna, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna ruin my eye look, but it's gonna like just like scrunch down on your eye, and it's just not gonna look good. So I'm just gonna keep on applying this with the color side up. And a lot of this is fixable, so like if, you know, say I go too high, which I usually actually do and I have to fix it again, we can fix it, but that'll be sooner. I do flip it down a little bit. I think it's my eye shape. I don't, if anyone has similar eyes to mine, you might have to do this too, like, because sometimes I feel like I can't get the color in here. So like I said, I'm tapping in motions because we have to set the base for the P. Louise. So I usually just do this in steps as far as like crease, lid, and then underbrow. So I'm gonna actually grab my blender again, and now we're gonna go to this eye, and I'm actually gonna grab my little mirror, guys, just so I can see. And I really hope this light is good enough. I'm excited to get my vanity because I know the lighting will be way better. So hopefully by the next video it will be in. Okay, so same thing. I'm gonna grab more product on this brush, just the one side, the same side that we used before. Let me just show you it. Okay, tap some off. Up to the ceiling. This is so hard to do on a phone. Maybe I need a camera. That's okay though. All right, same thing over here. I usually try to tap it towards the ceiling as much as I can, but I'm feeling like I'm missing like some spots a little bit lower, so I'm just gonna flip it over at the end just to like make sure I get those all filled in. And then I might just flip it up again. It's honestly something you just have to look and do just as you go. Like, it's not gonna be the same for everyone. I really feel like, you know, it's, and I'm just gonna touch over here up, but like, it's not everyone's gonna have to like be able to use the same techniques, but I'm just trying to give you different variations so you can, you know, adapt it the way you need to. So for my crease color, I'm gonna do that champagne color. So we're gonna do Glow On. So that's this color. So for my actual lid, I actually do dip my finger in it, and then I just kind of tap. So I'm tapping here. And of course, like if this looks messy, it's okay, we'll fix it. And then I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. If I can't get all my color applied well with my finger though, I would take another brush, like more of like a, even like, this is of course one of my newer Scott Barnes. Like, I am literally trying these out for the first time with you guys in this video, but like maybe something like this would work. Like, I can even like attempt to try to build some more on there. So I'm just gonna try one side and see how it works. And like the angle actually, like the way that it's curved actually kind of works well with filling in your eye. And of course we're tapping to get that P. Louise base set. I know a lot of people are scared to use it. I've definitely seen videos on YouTube about being nervous about using it, so I understand. But I was watching another Bush's YouTube channel and an Instagram, and she really made it easy to learn how to use this P. Louise. So I'm glad I bought it and tried it, because a lot of the reviews I read were not so positive about how easy it is to apply. Okay, so we're just gonna finish this up. I really don't want this to be too long either right now. Like, I know it's like my first video, so I'm gonna use this mirror again. I have a hard time seeing. Okay, this will be much easier again once I get my actual vanity set up. And I'm kind of like push and drag down, like, since I do have the product on now, once again, holding towards the end of the brush over here, like the ends is right here. So since it's kind of set, I can do like a press and pull. So, and the important thing too is if you have eyes like mine, or even like hooded eyes, you want to bring up your lid color, like, and now I can kind of swipe. We usually don't swipe, but you want to do it with your eye open so you can see the lid color without closing your eyes. And I'm just trying to, like, maybe I need to adjust my lighting. So I can see, like, in my mirror here that I'm bringing it up enough. In my mini mirror on the side, I'm sorry, it's in the way. Okay. All right. Okay, so that looks good so far. Now, just gonna, you know what, actually, I'm gonna throw on that under eyebrow color called Glare right here. And I'm only gonna take a little, I don't want like a ton. And I'm just gonna like kind of focus it. This is actually the Scott Barnes, I'm sorry guys, I was not telling you what brushes I'm using. The Scott Barnes 62. And I just did a very light amount of it. And this is also a good like blending brush. I can just tell like it's good. Like you don't want a bunch of harsh lines on your makeup. Like you want it to look like kind of like a smoky eye and whatnot. So like I'm just gonna kind of like, yeah, like blend it out here. So that looks good. I don't want too much of this on. Let me just do, the glare on my end here is crazy for this other eye of mine. So let me open this mirror back up. Okay, so we're gonna just do over here, we're gonna focus right under the lid. And I'm just gonna kind of like blend it out. You know, as a first time user of these brushes, I do have to say they work pretty well. I'm kind of still figuring out my niche for what I want to use for brushes, so okay. All right, so we have almost our full eye done, so that's good. So I did want to use this Galactic Champagne Shimmer. It's gorgeous. I wore it actually by itself yesterday and it was so pretty. It's so pigmented. It is in the color called Shimmer and it's like a champagne color. So what I'm gonna actually do with this is just take a little bit on the back of my hand, like just a very small amount. So I'm actually just gonna use my ring finger, and I'm a lefty, so that's why if you're like wondering. And I'm actually just gonna like do like a pop of color like right in the middle here. I'm gonna bring it up a little. And then I'm gonna do the same on this side, like right in the middle. Let me check this out in my other mirror because like I said, it's like washing me out, I feel like. I'm just gonna blend it in a little more. Okay, so I have to be honest with you guys. I have not learned the craft of the winged eyeliner. I am working on it, but I am going to use, we're gonna do brown. I'm gonna do a brown wing. Well, I don't know about a wing, but this is the MAC eye kohl pencil in the color Teddy, and it's definitely like a really pretty like brown coppery, so it'll definitely go with today's look. So I'm just gonna try not to pull my eye. And I'm sorry again, I just it's weird doing your makeup in a phone after you've done it in a mirror your like whole life. So please hold, I need to look in my mirror. And I hate to do it, but I have to pull my eye a little. Alright, and I'm just gonna like bring this through the end of my eye here. It's easier to get like your inner eye lined if you do go from the bottom with it open. So let me do this one. Okay. Once again, I have to look in my mirror. Sorry, I apologize. Hopefully as time goes on, this will just get easier. Okay, let me just make sure they look even. And I'm also seeing like a little bit of primer here, so I'm just gonna wipe that up. Okay, so what I end up doing too is, looking for my cat. What I end up doing as well is focusing on my bottom lashes and like my under eye towards the end. So right now I'm just gonna actually take mascara with my eyelash curler. I'm not doing any fake lashes today. And this is an eyelash, I think this eyelash curler is from e.l.f. I have had it for a while. And I feel like with these, you really don't need a good brand. I mean, comment below if I'm wrong. I just feel like this e.l.f. one is fine. And then I'm going to use the Anastasia Lash Brag, which is her newer mascara out right now. And I'm just going to focus on my top lashes for now. It's super quiet in my apartment complex and I love it. You wouldn't even have guessed I was in an apartment complex, would you? Okay. I'll probably just do one more coat over that eye. And I do have, I'm lucky to have a little bit of like longer lashes. I've been using this product called Dime Lash Serum. It actually came in one of my subscription boxes. And I think it's working. And I also have the Grande Lash, which I've heard a lot of good feedback on, for as soon as my Dime one runs out. And I just apply it at night before bedtime. And it's just like a serum with like basically like an eyeliner brush. A liquid, obviously, eyeliner brush. Okay, so it's looking good. Also, I am not probably going to be doing my hair before these videos. That will be something I take care of after. So if you see my hair up a lot, that is why. Okay, so one more coat and then we're gonna move on to our face. Okay, that's good enough for now. I just kind of wanna, we're going on 16 minutes of this clip right now, so I just kind of wanna like keep it short, but I know that's not gonna happen probably until I do a few of these. So, all right, face is up next. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started with our face here in just a second. Before I do, I am taking a makeup wipe right now, and I'm just gonna kind of like clean up down here. And this is the best way to get like a crisp line of like where your eyeshadow ends. Like, see, if I was to do my face first and then my eyes, look at like, this would have like all just been like kind of like a fallout. And like, I'm actually gonna clean up over here too quick because we just want it to look sharp. And also for face wipes, I mean, you can use whatever you prefer. I have one from I ordered as an add-on from my FabFitFun box. The name of the brand is Pixie. I'm just using them. I mean, they're okay. Like, they're nothing crazy. So, step one with your face, you definitely want to use a primer. So, the good news for this is I actually found from another blogger. I really still feel like this is crooked. Sorry, guys. Okay. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. And I've been obviously using this. And this is, I haven't used any of these yet. My Anissa brush. The Anissa Beauty has these amazing brushes out that I've purchased through, you know, recommendations of other channels, and I'm glad I did. Just giving you an idea. I do have, okay, I didn't use these in this one. Actually, didn't use them in my intro video on Instagram either, but she has skincare brushes. All her skincare brushes are like a light purple. So I use this one. This is her angled care brush. I use this to apply primer, which I'll do in a minute. She also has this, what is it called? All over care brush. So basically this is good for serums because you guys can see like there's like a little indent, and I'll definitely get more in depth with this in another video about skincare. But this is great for serums. And then this is her eye treatment brush, I believe it is. I'm going off the top of my head here. And this is just great to use like under your eye, like if you're using like eye serums or like an eye cream. Like I'd prefer to use this over my finger. The great thing about these brushes is that you can, instead of contaminating your makeup with your finger, like your primer, I really have gotten into brushes. I can just take this, the end of the brush, scoop some out, and then what you want to do with your primer is you really want to focus it like in the center of your face. So I'm going to focus it here. I usually put too much on. I probably grabbed too little today, but that's okay. Even if you are like a shimmer, like luminous person, for your primer, you want to do a matte towards the middle of your face, because I feel like a lot of people, when they're makeup, and this you can just like swipe on, it doesn't matter if you like tap or not, it's easier to swipe. So you just want to spread it out, but like definitely focus towards the middle of your face. But you definitely want to use a mattifying primer for the middle, because especially with summer, I feel like many people could probably relate to this. Let me know if you can't. The middle of their face is like where their makeup kind of, that's what I'm looking for. Like it kind of just like gets like messy. It doesn't last, especially like if you're eating and you know, like you wipe like all your makeup off with your napkin. So, well, I mean, that's not good makeup, but anyways. Okay, so today I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute, but while I do that, I'm going to use, this is my e.l.f. primer. So I know this looks really dark, but I've been using Jergens Skin Glow on my face, and I've also been using their tanning mousse on my body. So, which I haven't reapplied recently because I'm still like a little pale, but what I plan to do is reapply it probably in the next day. So, I got a darker foundation just for that. So, while I was thinking, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the e.l.f. Foundation. Just gonna let it warm up on the back of my hand. And so this is, once again, my Nisa Beauty foundation brush, and it says it's kind of hard to see with the light, but it says foundation brush on it. I love the shape of it because it fits in really good places. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it fits like really easily, like in here. It's super easy to use, and the key thing to take away when you're doing your foundation is you don't want to swipe, you want to dab. So I am taking, I'm sorry, this is awkward. I am taking a little bit on my brush, and you see how it's just focused in that area? We kind of just want to like pat it around and even it out on the brush on the back of my hand. Okay, so now it's like a little more even. So I'm just gonna start on my cheeks. I'm just gonna kind of like blend it in. Not blend it, tap of course, but. And take your time. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna do like a lot like today with my face. Like, I'll probably do some bronzer, some blush, and some lips, and that's about it. Nothing like contouring fancy today. It's just, I'm going to my friends for a fire, so I don't need to be rolling up there full glam today. Although, if I am sitting at home, I will do a full glam video. As my friends, they know. I sit around with a full glam face on. It's just actually hilarious. Also, I do want to make a point that your forehead actually needs the least amount of product. So, That's what I usually do last. And I'm just gonna peek over in my side mirror here for a second. This seriously will be so much easier once I get my setup here. Because I don't even know how this is looking in this light with this ring light behind me. I feel like I'll just be able to see a lot better. And I'm gonna grab under my chin too. Kind of like blend it down. You really want your foundation to match your neck. And like I said, I'm doing Jergens Mousse Self Tanner. So my neck isn't gonna match exactly, but it doesn't look awful. I just didn't want my face looking washed out when I did apply the tanner. So I did get a little bit of a darker foundation. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Next step I'm going to do is grab my concealer. So I'm using, I have two, which is also like something I picked up on from another channel. I do have two. This one is like closer, well, maybe not closer to my skin tone anymore because of my darker foundation, but this usually is. And this is the Kylie concealer in the color Gypsum. The other one I'm using is the Kylie foundation in the color Himalaya, which this is usually a color correcting one. But I'm wondering, this is super peachy though. Like if you're like fair to medium skinned, you want, I don't know if you can see how peachy this is, but like you want a peachy color to get rid of the lines under here. Or not the lines, I'm sorry. The dark circles that you have. And I if you watch my video without any makeup on my IGTV, you can probably tell I have really bad dark circles. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try something, which I don't know if that's a good thing with my first YouTube video, but I'm gonna put a little bit of the I'm gonna drop this other one first. We're gonna put a little bit of the Himalaya underneath, and I mean like you do not need a lot. This stuff is super pigmented like that. That's good. And I'm going to actually pick up my Anissa concealer brush when I find it on my table here. So she also has a concealer brush out. I love it. So this same thing, we're gonna tap. And I'm only doing one side at a time because I feel like Kylie, I love her product, but I feel like when I'm doing like my whole face, and I'm just gonna kind of bring it up. When I'm doing my full face, I just feel like I cannot get to blend it in on time. And I actually might just throw some of that gypsum over it to even it out because I feel like it looks, maybe you can't tell in here, but it looks a little orangey over here to me when I can look at it from what I can see. So let me just do a tiny bit over here. Okay. And I really don't want this video to be long. I know people like start to lose interest as the video goes on. Like I feel like I am always like flipping around YouTube videos. So that's why I'm trying to keep it short and simple for you guys. But I promise you we're almost done. This is probably the part that takes the longest. Okay, so, all right, we have Himalaya setting in. We're gonna go in, I'm gonna go in with Gypsum. So my recommendation for concealer is you want to find one that's like got a peach undertone regardless of your skin tone. If it's more neutral, cool, or warm, if you're a light to medium skin tone, you definitely want to pick up a peach undertone like color corrector. And then you want another one like this color that's like closer to my face color. Well, we'll see. This is up for debate right now. And I'm just gonna throw some down the middle because it's the lighter one, just to like give a little bit of a highlight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much of this video I have to cut out too. Hopefully not too much. Okay, so what we're gonna do quick too now is we are going to set under our eyes. So what I use for this, because of my skin tone, is I'm using the Morphe soft pink powder. I'll show you after because I just poured some in the lid. But it's basically like a soft pink powder, and it blends really well into the concealer, and it really brightens your under eyes. So I'm actually going to use a puff. This is actually from Amazon. Like I said, we don't have to get crazy with spending money on fancy things. Amazon can be good. I mean, I don't recommend buying products off of there for makeup because they could be fake. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it in where I just pressed in that concealer. And I'm sorry I'm going out of the focus. I just need my mirror open again. I don't know why I keep closing it. And also a good tip for this too, like if you're worried about looking cakey, is you want to like look up, like put your head down, like angle it down and look up so it doesn't set into the fine lines. And you just kind of want to like tap it in. And then I'm just gonna do the other side quick here. Okay. And I also kind of like rub it on my hand like I did with the concealer. Like I pick some up because you don't want it so concentrated in one area. You rub it like on your wrist or your hand just to disperse it a little. And you want to do the same thing so it's not setting into your wrinkles if you have any. Unfortunately, I do. It's probably from my allergies as a child, rubbing my eyes 24/7. And then I'm just gonna set in the middle of my face. So it's really important that if you do have like, I guess wet pout, like anything wet on your face as far as like foundation or concealer or whatever, you want to use like a setting powder just to set so that makeup does not move. So that's why I'm doing the middle of my face, and hopefully when I eat later my makeup should not come off. I'm gonna just set around here, and I'm not setting on the sides yet because I'm gonna use a bronzer. I'm just gonna check this in my mirror quick, make sure it looks okay, not looking like super cakey or anything like that, which it does look okay. All right, and so now I'm gonna go into bronzer. So for bronzer, oh wait, I'm sorry, I wanted to show you guys my Morphe powder quick. I just got all over my pants, of course. So this is what it looks like. It's called Bake and Set Brightening Pink. I don't bake, personally I'm not a fan because I feel like it makes my skin look more cakey, and I think it's because I have dry skin. So, I mean, if you have more oily skin, feel the need to bake if you need to. It's up to you. It's honestly personal preference. So, bronzer, this is NARS. I know it's expensive. It's by my like ride or die. I can't tell you guys how many palettes of this I've gone through, and I always use the color Laguna. Okay, so for my two bronzer brushes, I either have an e.l.f. bronzing brush, and I also have one from BH Cosmetics as well that I use, but I'm going to use the e.l.f. one today with my NARS and Laguna. And I'm just going to contour, like focus it on my cheeks here. I had an issue with my camera and my phone being out of space, so that's why I feel like my makeup is setting already. It usually is more pigmented when I put it on here. So we're just gonna do like an angled line, which is why I like the fan brush. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna probably have to wrap this up quick because I'm gonna obviously need to buy some better equipment if I'm gonna be doing this for my life. Well, not life, but you guys know what I mean. For a while. As long as people keep watching, I'll keep making videos. Okay, so we're gonna just do it around the forehead here. Okay. And this does not have to be perfect, and notice I'm tapping. I'm not swiping because none of this is set. Same with this. All under here. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to use my blender brush. This is another, like any of the pink candles are BH Cosmetics. So I'm going to tap and just blend this in. You really want to blend it into your hairline if you can. Like you don't want a huge streak of bronzer. So I'm just going to continue this until it's all blended in where it's not looking outrageous. And same with my forehead. I'm just gonna do one half of my face for time purposes with you guys. So you want to connect it. It's almost like a 3, like this is the top, middle, and then the bottom. So I'm gonna do this quick and I'll be right back to get the blush and the lip stuff done and we'll be all set. All right guys, let's get this finished up here. I am going to use my blush from Essence. It's called The Blush and it's in the color Benefiting. I'm just gonna tap my blush brush and then I'm gonna focus on the high points of my cheek and just kind of like blend it down with the bronzer line. Also, while I am doing this, I did off camera finish my under eye because I'm running out of space on my phone, so I'm trying to at least get one video out there before I have to worry about space on my phone, which is ridiculous. I did just go in with the Teddy MAC eyeliner that we used on here, and I did just go ahead and use the Lash Brag mascara on my lower lashes. So we're gonna blend this in fast. And then what I'm gonna we're gonna do a lip quick. And I need to see if I brought that out here. Please hold. Okay, so for lip color, I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner and Posy K lip liner. And I'm gonna use the Smith & Cult CBD Supreme Mauve color. So first I'm just gonna do a rough outline on my lips. And it does not have to be perfect. I have like no arches. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this Smith & Cult. It's really pretty. I love this color. I just got it the other day. And I'm not gonna put my lips together. And then, you know, I mean, like, you know, the thing that people do. I'm just gonna finish blending them. Okay, so those look good. And then last but not least, I'm going to use that Galactic shimmer I put in the middle of my eye here. Just put a little bit on the back of my hand again. And take a small brush. I'm gonna use this BH one. I'm sorry if I'm rushing, I just don't wanna run out of time. This BH one, and I'm just gonna drag it down my inner corner. And kind of up. So I'm just gonna do that. All right. All right, guys. So this is the final look. I'm very happy with how it came out considering it's my first YouTube video. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm gonna get this edited down so you don't have to hear me complaining about my camera space as much. But thanks so much for watching. Please hit subscribe and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Also, comment below what you'd like to see in the future from me. Thanks.